South African, a very, very warm welcome to you. This is Afternoon Express. My name is Jeannie D. Happy Monday. I hope that you're having a wonderful first day of a brand new week.
Absolutely. I'm feeling so inspired today on the show. Good afternoon, South Africa. My name is Balisa Dembe. And Jeannie, I'm ready for today. Are you?
I'm so ready. I mean, the Springboks won yesterday. So in my mind, I think that they're going to win the World Cup. So I'm just filled with positivity.
Sending all those good vibes.
Oh, definitely. Now, on to today's show. The new age mom in a world that is driven by access, social media and aesthetics is quite a sight to behold. Barbara Kingsolver once wrote that sometimes the strength of motherhood is greater than natural laws.
Absolutely. So on Mommy Mondays, we love to shine a light on the amazing ways in which women everywhere are raising the generations for tomorrow.
So in studio today, we catch up with the influencer and successful blogger, one of my favorite people in the world, Asha Baker. She is just so lovely. She joins us to chat about her initiative called Millennial Mama, which is targeted at encouraging mothers everywhere to reclaim their identities as both women and mothers. She's a powerhouse, this thing. I love her so much.
Absolutely. Now, speaking of reaching for oneself, we also have dance fitness founder Taryn Taylor Howard in studio. Now, this fitness fundi joins us to demonstrate some amazing moves to get yourself centered and owning your body through a super fun methods of fitness. Connect with us online and tell us what content you would create if you were to start a blog. Tweet us on Afternoon Chat using the hashtag Afternoon Express or comment on our Facebook page.
All right, SABC3's The Next Brand Ambassador is getting closer and closer to finding their 3 winners to be Capitec's next brand ambassador. Now, the last 2 weeks has seen a lot of tension and a lot of drama amongst the contestants and, of course, the judges. So ultimately, with the elimination of both Tennille Fredericks and Kitty Mopang. So let's take a look at some of the last week's boardrooms drama. And when I say drama, I mean drama.
It's all about output. It's all about the results. It's all about what is being delivered. Based on that, Tennille, for me, you have to be professional no matter what. There is no excuse for acting in a way that jeopardizes the brand that you represent. And because of that, I'm sorry, my dear, you're out. Kitty, you are a lot of magic, and there's a lot that you can offer. But it's not just about what you say in the boardroom, it's also about how you make people feel. This event relied on you a lot, and you had key areas that you needed to look after. It's unacceptable that there were no welcome drinks when guests arrived. And unfortunately, Kitty, your journey ends here.
That show is intense. If you've got any questions for Tennille and Kitty, please head over to our social media platforms using the hashtag Afternoon Express. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
Good to have you back again. Wow. Have you been keeping us entertained? Kitty, everybody that has been on this couch before you, that has been eliminated, all of them said that they thought you were going to win. What happened?
I think Nandi put such a major target on my back with that first episode, naming me the one to win. So I think instead of working, people were just working to get me out.
Wow.
And I think we all have emotions, and competing and living with the people you're competing with was the biggest challenge for me. And I think emotionally, I just reached my breaking point.
And it's these challenges that have gotten you, unfortunately, to this couch and not in the finale. But Tennille, you kind of looked at Kitty a little weird there when she was speaking about that arrow on her back. How were the challenges like for you? And how did you kind of engage with the drama happening in the house?
The drama was always about me. Necessarily, like, everyone made the drama about me. But I wasn't very dramatic. It's just what I said made people feel like it was dramatic. And that put a target on my back as well. I feel like everyone was just gunning for each other to get each other out.
And there's a coup, apparently, that was built along the way, and it was kind of against you guys. And we saw this coup play out in last week's episode.
Yeah, I think it was... for me, I was so blindsided. We're sitting in the boardroom, and all of a sudden, Chase does not understand this presentation. So it was tough, and you could really see that people were targeted, and when you're in the boardroom, it's too late.
Yeah.
It is what it is at that point, and you want to do better, but. Yeah,
your time
the
ran
challenge.
What an intense environment. Like, what was the whole experience like for the two of you?
For me, it was very emotional because I had to step out of my comfort zone. And also it was like, I have to be two different kind of people because people saw me as one person, but then I was another person. But I had to learn to channel that because I don't live my life based on other people's opinions and they don't pay my bills. So whatever they said was
Yeah.
No, that is such a crazy dynamic. And as you said, living with your fellow competitors just makes it kind of like a war zone from the beginning. Now that you ladies are here, hindsight, 2020, what would you have done differently?
I don't think I would have done anything differently in terms of my work on the show and how assertive I am as a person, because I think in our own personal lives, we've all built ourselves to come to a certain point.
Yeah.
If it's not part of my journey to be on the next brand ambassador, then it isn't. I can't take care of every single human being's feelings on how strong I am, There'll be a platform for me, and just like everybody else. So moving forward, it's about focusing on self and doing better.
Absolutely.
So I want to know what moving forward does look like for you. So if you just to remind our audience what you did before the show, did you keep your jobs during the show, and now what are your answers? What are you going to do?
We had to resign because basically we were always shooting like for 3 months.
So what did you guys do before?
I was a public management and I was also a brand ambassador for Radiant Pageants, where it was the first pageant in South Africa that allowed teen moms and transgender to be on one stage.
Oh, amazing.
So also doing charity work, traveling, working for the municipality, and
Yeah, and I was at the Boys and Girls Clubs of South Africa. It's an NGO, after-school program for kids who go to school, grade 1 to matric. And I'm also an actor and also a part-time student, a netball player, so a little bit of everything. A little bit of everything.
I suppose that's what has shaped you ladies to be the dynamic contestants that we saw play out on the next brand ambassador. I mean, it's so difficult being the top 5 and you have to now say the 3 people you think would win. But are you willing to name them?
Yes.
Definitely. Definitely.
Who do you think's going to win?
We're definitely programmed to know the names. When they ask for names, you give the names. To me, Mpo, Trevor, and Portia.
Stunning. Okay.
Yeah, they deserve to win. You like them? You happy with them winning?
They deserve to win.
Yeah.
Really?
I have the same 3, but my reasons are I feel like Mpo will be great for the mature market. He's already working the Mr. My Bank. Tebo is going to be amazing with young people. He's been consistently growing. He's going to be the new Twitter craze. He's going to be the trending boy. And I feel like Portia will appeal to every female. She's got this calm demeanor. And like I do say, she has pageant answers, but with the Miss South Africa part of it, the brains with the beauty.
Beautiful.
So those 3 for me.
So the lessons that you've learned throughout the competition, how are you going to use those lessons in your everyday life, depending on which avenue you decide to chase?
To me, keeping quiet is always the best. Silence is the best answer. I need to know this is what I need to do.
Okay.
And also putting the same effort into doing my own work instead of putting effort into doing someone else's work. Because at the end of the day, they get the credit for things that I do.
Yeah.
So.
And for me, actually, it's just to remember not to be so personal all the time. You're not always going to make friends with the people you work with, but it doesn't mean you're not a good person or that you can't be successful. I mean, some people don't like Bonang, but Bonang is great, So let's...
Everybody likes
Bonang. For me, I'm just like, that's the spirit. You keep going for it. You keep going for it.
And show highlights. What can you say? This is the memory that I'll forever treasure.
Ooh.
Is that a tough one?
No. For me, actually, it was the NutriBullet campaign. It was the first time I was directing and producing and editing a short 1-minute clip, and the lessons I learned. Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Very practical highlights. And for yourself, Tennille?
The same challenge, because it's the first challenge me and Kitty worked together, and it was the first challenge we won together. So it was really amazing. There was no drama that week, and my input was valued. And that was really amazing.
Future plans? Where are you ladies moving on to?
Well, I'm being headhunted by a media company, Affiliated Media.
Wow.
And I'm also working on a book with From Darkness into Light author, Raisa Paria, which will do a book with me on my life, basically, so which will be released next last year in June in my birthday. And
Oh, that's going to be a page turner.
Definitely, there's going to be a few things in there, but I'm really looking forward to it, and also working with Radiant Pageants.
Amazing. Well, congratulations for making it so far. And you really did provide us with much, much enjoyed entertainment. Be sure to catch this week's episode of The Next Brand Ambassador on Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. as the competition is getting closer and closer to nailing down those 3 winners who will end up becoming Capitec's next brand ambassadors. You do not want to miss it. After the break, we chat to model and fitness influencer Saltina, I think it is, Montero.
On the next episode, the top 6 get their hands dirty, working on a corporate social investments project that tackles food insecurity and hunger. But everyone is surprised when a certain someone returns to stir things up.
Wow, I did not see this one happening. I'm shook.
What's happening here? I mean, I'm excited, but what are you doing here?
Catch all the drama on The Next Brand Ambassador. Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. Repeat Saturdays at 2 p.m. on SABC3. Proudly brought to you by Capitec.
It's time to shine with Big Soleil razors. You can win one of 5 Big Soleil Shine Essential Packs worth 5,000 Rand. Check out Big Soleil on Facebook and at @big_SA on Instagram and complete the weekly self-care challenges to enter. For your chance at one of those 5,000 Rand prizes, get your shine with Big Soleil. Competition closes October the 31st. T's and C's apply.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, when you think of the latest and greatest in smartphone design, have you ever considered the extremely useful real estate you get with the second screen? The LG G8X takes this idea to the very next level and delivers an ultimate multitasking experience, taking what, of course, you're used to in a smartphone and turning it up a dial. Loving
You
this.
can say that again. The LG G8X is truly a phone for today. Not some far-flung idea that isn't workable yet, as some of the other products in this class. The software across the two displays make a lot of sense and gives you a ton of options. So the additional screen real estate means that you can run multiple apps at the same time. Of course, if you are a gamer, the second display can actually be the touch controller too.
This is so easy, Jeannie. As you can see, I've got two screens up already.
Amazing.
Boom. I've got the home screen here, and I've got the dial to dial away my favorite friends when I need to. This phone is iconic. Now, browsing in landscape mode is the great way with additional screen space, meaning that you see double the amount of any website with the two displays, one on top of the other. Now, if you're looking for the ultimate multitasking smartphone, the LG G8X has you covered with a second display to change your smartphone experience altogether.
All right, it's now time for our self-care series brought to you by Big Soleil. Now, the number of fitness junkies is on the rise, and people are understanding more and more about the importance of maintaining good physical self-care, whether it be at the gym or a good old-fashioned jog. So now you can separate fitness and hygiene, which is why on the couch today we have fitness influencer Tina Montero to share with us her fitness journey as well as her underarm shaving routine. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So tell me a little bit about your fitness journey. When did it begin?
Well, my fitness journey began from a really young age, when I was about 8, 9 years old.
Yeah.
And one of my cousins got me into acrobatic gymnastics, and that's when it all started, you know, my body flexibility and everything.
I'm actually learning how to do the splits at the moment. So I go to yoga every day, and then I, try and stretch out after a hot bath every evening.
One leg each time.
Yeah. So, but it's so fascinating how you can learn so much about your body and how you can evolve into molding and teaching your body how to do so many amazing things. What is your preferred style of training?
Gymming, and as well as home exercises. I do a lot of home exercises.
Weights or functional? What do you think is best for a woman's body?
It depends on the goal of each individual. For me, I think weight and a lot of resistance bands and everything, not just body weight, because you want that challenge, you know, so that you can continue to grow.
What is your opinion on cardio?
Cardio.
Yeah.
Again, it goes down to your goal, really. Cardio, I'd say if you want to lose weight, then you would go for cardio. I don't do a lot of cardio. I do a lot of toning and things like that. But I like cardio.
What do you think is the best form of exercise that a woman can do?
Squatting.
Really?
Yeah. I think.
Why?
Because, I don't know, it brings a lot of confidence, and because it's my personal goal as well, I like working out on my lower body, not as much on my upper body, so I love squats.
So how many squats should a woman do every day?
I would say 60.
60? Okay, that's our challenge. 60 squats every single day we're going to do in the studio.
Yeah.
Okay, now when it comes to fitness, obviously, when you're training, you're getting sweaty, so personal hygiene is obviously of the utmost importance. So tell me about how you keep everything and your pits nice and fresh.
Well, when it comes to shaving, firstly, I will make sure that I have everything I need. So that's my shaving foam or cream, my razor, my post-shaving protection cream. If I'm in the shower, I will make sure to shower first and shave last, because I want my armpits to absorb as much water as possible for hydration.
Okay, why do you do that? So you need them to be as wet as possible?
Yes, because interesting fact, if it's hydrated, I think you have less cuts or something like that. So, And then I will apply my shaving cream.
Yeah.
I'll rinse my shaving razor to make sure the dusty particles are off.
Yeah.
And I start shaving in all directions, because unlike the hairs on your leg, it grows in all directions for some reason.
So you don't go just top to bottom?
No, I go top, bottom, bottom up, left, right, right, left, diagonally, you know.
I've been doing it wrong my whole life.
And then I will, I'll do the same thing to the next side. Then I actually don't use warm water, because after shaving, I'm very sensitive. So I use cold water.
I also get quite sensitive. Does cold water take it away? The sensitivity?
It makes it rigid.
Really? And then what is your post-shaving cream or gel that you put on?
Okay, so after that, I don't press the towel. I will tap it, you know, softly to make it dry, and then I just apply a small amount of protection cream to avoid any irritation and, yeah, redness.
What about deodorant or roll-on? Would you put that on immediately?
No, not immediately. I don't put it immediately.
Okay. So those are very good tips. And I mean, how do you what can you recommend to women on how to stay fresher for longer at the gym?
I would say don't wear long sleeves, long sleeve shirts. Let it go, let your body breathe. Let your body breathe and feel the coolness. Also, when you shave, it makes the athlete feel much cooler, and exercising is just much more enjoyable.
Correct.
And,
Yeah, I actually saw there's a couple of models. There's a trend of keeping the hair long, and I thought that is never, ever
not
going
presentable.
to be sexy for me. Thank you so much for sharing some of your fabulous tips and for inspiring all of us. 60 squats every day. How do you feel about that, guys? You're at home, better try as well. Let us know how you're going there. So there you have it. It's now time to shine, and it's definitely your time to shine. You stand the chance to win a Big Soleil product hamper filled with all of the essentials to keep you looking and feeling your best. All you have to do is visit the Afternoon Express Facebook page and reply to the competition post. Win a Big Soleil hamper by telling us how has keeping your self-care routine saved you from a possible disaster. Vast rates apply, T's and C's apply. Visit afternoonexpress.co.za to find them. Make this summer your time to shine with Big Soleil. You darling. Okay, so I think you should enter to star in Tropica Island of Treasure Carousel. If you are looking for fame and fortune, baby, you could be selected as one of the 6 consumer contestants to go to Carousel in the Caribbean, featured on the hit TV series. Plus, you stand a chance of winning a shared R1 million with a celebrity partner. All you have to do is WhatsApp the keyword TIOT9 to 063 921 8395 for entry details, and you could stand a chance of teaming up with one of your favorite celebs, although Pali and I won't be there, sadly.
Yeah, and very, very sadly, but you can be there too. And remember to buy Tropica for details to stand a chance of winning hundreds and thousands of prizes. It could be you winning smooth fame and fortune with a celeb on the island of Curacao. So SMS, or rather WhatsApp the keyword TIOT9 to 063 921 8395 for entry details. But remember, T's and C's and more information can be found on tropica.co.za. Don't miss out as we do an incredible fitness explosion with Taryn Tyler Howard after the break. And we continue the chat with Asha Baker. See you after the break.
There's nothing smoother than winning when you buy Tropica. To enter for Tropica Island of Treasure Curacao, buy any size and your favorite flavor of Tropica in fresh or long life. Find the unique code behind the label or the sticker. Then follow the entry details on the pack and you could win daily prizes of airtime, cash, LG Q60 smartphones, 55-inch LG UHD smart artificial intelligence digital TVs, steam dishwashers, Caribbean tan hampers, or guest watches. That's more than 100,000 prizes. Now, for your chance at competing in Tropica Island of Treasure Curacao, record a video audition of yourself describing how you would outsmooth your competition on the island. Then load that video onto Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook with hashtag TIOT9 or WhatsApp the video to 063 921 8395, and it could be you winning a share of R1 million plus smooth fame and fortune while flying with KLM to the Caribbean for this season of Tropica Island of Treasure Curacao.
Every day, brave young kids around our country fight their own private battle against cancer. To show them that other kids and families have got their back, a portion of the proceeds from every NutriKids product sold will go to secure the next Clover NutriKids Choc Home in Port Elizabeth, a support base where children undergoing treatments and their families are accommodated, supported, and given a fighting chance against cancer.
Flow rider. La boss. Mommy, mommy. Mommy, mommy. Mommy, mommy. Tú sí baila, baila, baila. Tú sí.
Do you have a knack for creating special occasions? Would you like to be the resident foodie on Afternoon Express? Then enter the Tastemaster essay on SABC3. Record a video of yourself telling us why you would be perfect for this role. Upload it on Twitter or Instagram with the hashtag the Tastemaster essay and hashtag start with a Stella. The closing date for entries is midnight on Tuesday the 22nd of October 2019. The search will take place on the new reality show, The Tastemaster SA, which starts on SABC3 in November. The finalists will be lucky enough to experience a true Christmas market in Belgium, which will be their inspiration for the final challenge. Enter now for the opportunity of a lifetime.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday afternoon so far. Asha Baker is a well-renowned blogger, YouTuber, and social media influencer who, over the past few years, has played a major role in helping young ladies find the balance between tradition and modern times. She is one of my favorite people ever, and I'm so happy to have you here.
Oh, thank you. That's
How
so
are
sweet.
you?
I'm so glad that I'm one of your favorite people.
Aisha, I remember when we first met. It was a good couple of years ago, and you interviewed me for your blog.
Yeah.
And from the moment we met, everything went into slow motion. The violins were playing.
Oh,
and
really?
I just fell completely in love with you.
That's amazing.
Because
You're
you are
always my
the
hero.
sweetest, but you are so smart and wise and cheeky, and you know exactly what you want.
I am.
How did your world into blogging and influencing begin? What was your initial interest?
Well, you know, I started this 10 years ago. I'm 29 now. I was 19 when I started. It was just kind of like a place for me to share my journey into, you know, leaving high school and going into varsity. I shared my fashion tips, beauty tips, and then also coming of age stories. So like, you know, breaking up with your first boyfriend, that whole thing.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of grown into this space where I'm now a wife and mother, and I cover those topics.
Yeah.
So I guess I started as a blogger and then made my way into the whole influencer space. But I like to think of myself as influential, not really. I don't like to label it.
Yeah, but you really are so vulnerable sometimes. Like, I read your tweets and it's so beautiful how honest you are, but aren't you sometimes scared of opening up too much?
I don't know what's wrong with me, Jeannie. I'm so honest.
But I find it so helpful.
Yeah.
I don't know how to be that open sometimes.
I often feel like, what's wrong with me? I'm so brave sometimes.
Yeah, you are.
Because when I was on stage the other day, I was sharing a story that I would usually share on social media. And I was looking at everyone's faces, and it was just 100 people. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, you talk to millions of people every day, and you share more personal stuff, so you should be okay. So I think it just comes naturally to me, and that's kind of what I want people to take away from my page. It's also be inspired to kind of live your truth and speak your truth, wherever that may be.
Yeah, well, what were your initial intentions versus what it's now become and evolved into?
I think initially, actually, it's still the same. It was always about sharing my story and encouraging other people to share stories, because I think that's how we start to relate to each other and we become nicer people. You know, when you hear someone's story, it's like that whole walk a mile in my shoes.
Exactly.
If you hear someone's story, you can have compassion for them. So I share mine, and I hope that other people will share their story too.
Yeah.
And really, you know, be stronger and more powerful by being more open.
Yeah. Your whole life is literally played out on social media.
Yeah.
We saw you get married.
Yes.
Twice. 2 beautiful weddings to 1 beautiful man.
Yes.
And we saw you have a baby.
Yeah.
And you're very protective over, like, covering his face. What is the reason for that?
So initially, I was super protective. When I gave birth, I became this like...
so beautiful, though. I just want to squeeze him.
He's so cute. So I was like, oh my gosh, he's too perfect to share. And then slowly now I've become a little bit more comfortable. He just did his first TV commercial the other day. So I'm kind of loosening up. I think I'm ready to share him with the world now. But initially I was like very protective, you know, you get into this lioness mode where you're like, my family, and you need to protect them.
Yeah.
But now I feel like I'm ready to share him.
Yeah. You've got such a beautiful family. And I mean, it's a crazy busy family because, I mean, Pani's overseas.
Yes.
You here, you all over the place. How do you like, your scheduling must be quite insane.
It's insane, I swear. We have, so obviously my husband's a cricketer, and he works in the UK, and we live in South Africa, so I'm kind of between the UK and South Africa. And then when we're here, he's sometimes away playing cricket. So my life here is very busy. I'm lucky I have such a great support system. My mom, my nanny, my friends, they're all so amazing. They help me when he's away and we're here alone. And then when we're in the UK, it's literally me and Khalid, and I'm like full-on stay-at-home mom, doing all the things.
It's a completely different life.
Yeah, so, but it's nice because I get to relate to different women and their stories as well, and that's all I really want to do is like get into other people's shoes.
Yeah, and you really do. We're going to be back in a little while with Asha again discussing her latest project, Millennial Mama. Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA, made with love by Clover.
Clover Active Drink is the ideal on-the-go snack drink for when you're about to embark on a workout. Packed with 50 nutrients, protein and calcium, it is the perfect item to pack into your gym bag. So speaking of workouts, there are so many forms of exercise that you can do to stay fit and active. Some may be more difficult than others, and honestly, some can just become boring. But with dance fitness as a form of exercise, we're certain that you'll enjoy it so much more, and you'll forget that you're working out altogether. So here to show us and teach us about some exciting form of dance exercise is Taryn Taylor Howard, founder and owner of the Dance Fitness Group. Welcome to The Loft.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here.
So your fitness journey is quite like a lot of South Africans out there, so I'm sure a lot of people can relate. How did your fitness journey start?
So 6 years ago, I was really overweight and I was in a corporate sales position and I hated exercise. So I went to a Zumba class and I just fell in love because like the only time I ever ran was if somebody was chasing me.
I can relate to that, facts.
So gym just wasn't in my personality. I love people, I like to dance, and I come from a dancing background, and I just fell in love. And I went to a Zumba class, and the next month I did my Zumba course, and I became a Zumba instructor, and I ended up losing 55 kilos.
You lost an entire belly, and I'm not okay. I can put my business out there on the streets. That is quite an accomplishment. That is phenomenal. I mean, do you see yourself now, and do you recognize the Taryn that looks in the mirror?
Absolutely not. And the beauty that comes that came with that journey was just, you know, the confidence that does come with that, and that you actually the strength that you get from getting through that. But most importantly, having fun while you're exercising. You don't want to feel like it's a sludge for an hour.
No.
You just want to let go, have fun, and just make sure you have a good
Do you
workout.
think that it's that fun and that engaging with the class that just keeps people coming back? I mean, doesn't matter what age, what gender you are, male, female, where you come from, your background, it seems like you just keep drawing in masses to your class.
Well, that is the incredible thing about dancing and Zumba, is that nobody cares. You just come and have fun. I have an 83-year-old in my class. She comes and she jams. I have a 70-year-old.
Whoa.
We have 15, 16-year-olds. We have ladies that are all sizes. We have men. So nobody cares. It's a non-judging class, and we just come and have a great workout. And it's a great work. And I am a bit crazy, so I tend to push the...
You have your ladies there, your patrons who visit you, and when you say you're a little crazy, they're like, relatable. I know exactly what you're talking about. No, but this is so much fun because you get a full body experience whilst you're working out. But what core muscles does Zumba attack?
So it's actually it's a full body workout. So for me, from being a previous dancer, I do focus a lot on the technique. So I'll say, engage that core, get up on the feet, use the arms. A lot of us forget about the arms.
Yeah.
And don't be scared to move those hips.
No, I'm not scared to move those hips. In fact, ladies, I am ready. I see you've got your incredible team here to join us. So, ladies, I think let's get into the fun. Let's get into the exercise of it all. So you have come together and you've brought some 3 easy-to-follow kind of routines that we can all enjoy at home.
Yes, very easy to follow. This is actually something that I choreographed. Okay. Super easy. You'll see it. It's repetitive. Are you guys ready?
Woo!
Yeah! Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Okay,
let's
easy.
Go.
Reset.